This entire time I was talking to myself, thinking that I was recording, but I wasn't. If you hear something different, it's because I kind of changed the exhaust. I didn't take a video, or I didn't make a video out of it because I kind of wanted that experience to be, just for me. Because it's my first time, right? So. Yeah, my first time doing that. I kind of figured that this is an experience that I kind of want to have for myself, right? So I wanted to do that, and that drove me to just not take a video. So yeah, that's kind of why. So the topic I have for today was yeah, I don't know what necessarily I'm doing with life anymore. The reason why I say that is not to be glum and grim. It's more so, okay, when you start off life and everybody tells you to be, or not everybody, well, kind of everybody, but society and how it works, it tells you to be a specific way, right? And it says you should follow this specific pathway. That's essentially. It says you're supposed to follow this specific pathway, right? And that pathway is go to school, find a job, retire at 60. Those are your golden years, quote unquote. Those are your golden years. That's what they say. So you're supposed to work for 40 years and then boom, you're in your golden ages. And now's the time to live, right? So I kind of subscribed to that for a while. I went to university. I got my degree. But here's the thing now. Granted, had I been able to graduate on time, because they didn't let me go back to school for a while because of the whole COVID thing and whatnot. But had I graduated on time, maybe I would have found a job at that point, and maybe I would have had like a little foundation or something, or built some experience. But the case was that I graduated essentially around the time when AI was it was decimating majority of the jobs. So, and as you can tell, I'm in computer science, right? So that's my situation right now. I have student loans. Yeah. I have, what would you say? I have some experience, but it's more so startup experience. It's not really, big tech, big corporations, or that type of thing where that gives me some kind of concrete, foothold or credibility, let's call it. So that's the situation. And I've been looking for jobs since 2023. That's when I graduated. So if that gives you context into, I guess, the software development space now, And granted, I know I'm not like the best software developer out there. I'm not like a genius when it comes to like algorithms and whatnot, but you know, I maintain my own. But the case is now that there are people who are more qualified than me who can't even get a job, let alone an interview. Like, I hear so many stories of people who are supposedly more qualified than me, and they're struggling too. So I'm just here thinking, what the hell am I really supposed to be doing? And granted, I know what you're gonna say. If you're so deep in the hole, how the heck are you on this thing? That's another story, okay? That's business that I was working on the side that handled this. So everything that I've made more money pursuing things that I want to do in comparison to the degree that I went to school for to actually find a job to make money from. I think that's the ironic part. But yeah, I'm just caught in this situation where I don't know what to do in regard to, you know, starting life. Because for me, one of the goals that I have to start life is have things in place where, you know, if I want to have a family, they have a foothold to stand on. But it's I don't even have the ability to start that. And it's not even that I've been just fixated on getting tech job, like, this is what I need to do. I've been looking around. So it's not the case where like I've just been fixed in my ways and not being open-minded. Bruh, I've looked from everything from landscaping to freaking concrete laying. Everything. Like oil rig, everything. Like trust me. And for me, it kind of feels like it's just God saying, yo, that's not for you. This is not for you. Stay in your lane. I have no other explanation other than that, because the way how I see people around me, I know they say comparison is the thief of joy, but sometimes you have to kind of take notes. Let's say that. So there are people around me who, you know, they haven't for instance, completed their education or whatnot, and they're secure. They have a position and whatnot. And it seems like I don't want to be a victim, but for me, it seems like you do the right things, you do everything in the right order, yet you're still punished for it. And that's my situation now, where because of this punishment, I don't even know what to pursue anymore. Because now, if you're in my situation and you try to use your resume to apply for things that aren't necessarily related to your degree, but you have to show something on your resume, otherwise it's just going to be a void. So I put my experience on it, and then you get situations where now you're overqualified for something, or why the hell are you here? It's like, bruh, I'm here because I need money. Like, what? Why are you asking? The concept of overqualified is so stupid. Like, it just goes to show the type of mentality that these businesses have. I like to treat businesses as entities. Like, if you want the prime example of what like a narcissistic person is, look at a business structure and model. That's clear as day. You exploit people. You don't really reward them or care for their well-being. Like, you're more concerned about yourself than them. That's pretty much it. That's the that's the model. That's the model that we're trying to, rely on to kind of start our lives. That's what we're praying for. And it doesn't have to be like that. I know it doesn't have to be like that because I kind of experienced that with everything that went on with this. And, the business pursuit that served me rather than, exploited me because it was on my terms. So it's a tricky one. I really don't know. Now I reached the point where I'm learning how to read blueprints to be a construction project manager. That's where we're heading, right? And I don't really think that I'm on here. Well, I know why I'm on here because I had a there's this phrase. I think this is in the Bible. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's like iron sharpens iron. Actually, yeah, I think it is. But my friend, I'm doing this thing with my friend where we're supposed to be consistent and post like twice a week. I couldn't do that last week because I was not in, but I was out of the country and I couldn't upload that. But I don't even think this is, at this rate right now, it's not really for business purposes. It's more like I love doing this. I have the funds to kind of do something with it, so why not? Why not bring y'all along for the experience, I don't know what y'all might want. I don't know how it's gonna serve to motivate somebody. I'd like for it to. I don't know how, because I think right now I'm providing a lot of problems, not many solutions, because I'm still trying to figure it out myself, And I guess maybe this is a testament to part of the solution. When I stop focusing on having somebody provide me an opportunity and creating my own, that's kind of what sparked everything. Granted, it was a long-term strategy because I didn't get to this point until it was like 5 years of work. 5 years of work and like receiving here and there, like compensation and whatnot in the interim, but it was only really after 5 years that it just ramped up and a ridiculous amount came in at once. And that solved majority of my issues. Granted, I have the ability to pay my student loans off in full right now, but I feel like that would be a stupid idea because capital is so difficult to come across. It's So I'd rather slow bleed and have the capital work for me than, you know, blow it all in the student loan. So, and yeah, I know Dave Ramsey's gonna have an issue with that, but you're at a different point. I think it's at a different point. There's the tactical ways to approach that, especially because the interest rate is was non-existent if you pay off the portion that's accruing interest. So if you do that, and yeah, I'll do that and maintain my hold on the capital and have that, and ideally pay for the monthly installments from the equity. But I would highly recommend, if you love something, and I know it's very cliche because people love to throw that out and say, do what you love. Do what you love, China. Like, they say, do what you love, okay, but they don't really tell you how. They don't really tell you how to translate that into, and it's a weird one, you know, because the moment that you start doing something, for money, you will lose a part of the love that you had for it. Guaranteed. I experienced it with my business, and I haven't said the business, but it's music. But I experienced that with that, and since releasing the music for this thing, I haven't been able to go back and sit down and make music because I've just been exhausted. Because the intent was, I have to make this thing for income, and now I can't even sit down and enjoy it because I kind of lost touch with the part of myself that enjoys the thing. So it's a delicate balance that you have to strike with it if you want to maintain it long term. If you don't mind it getting kind of tainted, you can go the route that I did. You'll get your results, I think, but it depends, you know. All that to say, there's a lot of value in pursuing what you want. Outside of the money aspect, primarily it's because, one, it forces you to use your mind in a definitive and accurate way that makes you align with yourself, and it gives you a level of autonomy. And once you gain autonomy, you'll realize, you don't ever want to go back being somebody's bottom. Yeah. So I really wish this on everyone. Granted, it's not a bed of roses where, you know, everything is fine and dandy. Because even though for instance, with me, I haven't worked in about a year now. I upped and did some random crap. There's this guy on YouTube that coined the term R-maxing, you know, like maxing it. I like to just say maxing it for short, but I'll say I maxed it. I went to Japan for a month, chilled out there, even though I didn't have what would you call it, the income at that point, right? So I did that, gained some perspective, came back, and from that point, that was in March, so I came back April, and I haven't worked since. Granted, that entire phase, and still to this day, it's been stressful because I have no clue what lies ahead of me. Like, there's no blueprint, there's no guidebook. There's nothing. So it's very difficult to say this with full, what would you say? Not confidence, but with full in a full manner, because I can't tell you, oh, you have to just max it and do this and everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna come with stress. You know yourself better than I do, better than anybody does, so you have to make that decision for yourself and see if that's worth it. Because I've had the discussion with some people where I've said, yo, why not just pursue this and, you know, get out of your comfort zone, and even though it's going to be an unpredictable life per se, you can get the freedom that you need. And they said, no, I like the structure of everything. So they like the structure of a job. So they're people that value that too. So it's not for everybody, but you can deem if it's for you, you know? Yeah. Man. I sometimes actually forget that I went. That was actually one of the wildest experiences of my life so far. Because I had gone with my friend, and we just went for, well, no, we were sitting in his backyard one day, and we were like, yo, because we were talking about going to Japan and, you know, potentially living there and whatnot. And he was just like, we're just sitting there, and he opened the what would you call it, the flight app, and was just hovering the tickets, looking at them, and I was just like, why not? And he looked at me, I looked at him, and he's like, okay. We just booked it and did it. And that experience gave me so much insight into what the world is and what it isn't. The world is not just rigidity, being stuck to a specific way of life. It's really all mental. You allow yourself to be bound by what you allow. That's it in a nutshell. You don't have to be bound by anything. The only thing binding you is your mind. And once you get control over that, what the hell is stopping you? You get to a point where maxing it feels like another Tuesday. You get to the point where, and I wish this on everybody, I don't know what day it is today, but granted, yeah, I don't know what day it is today, so I can just live. I still have the stresses of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do in life, but I'm still working towards it, and I've prayed and just left that. I've left that to God, so I don't have any worrying to do. I don't got any worrying to do. Yeah, man, I really wish this on everybody. To everybody watching, I wholeheartedly wish this type of freedom on you. It's not the best. Like, you know, I'm not a millionaire. That would solve everything. Well, financially. But I really wish this on everybody, man. To get up and not know what day it is, to go and fulfill yourself doing and pursuing your purpose. Yeah, man. This is what life's about. Because at the end of the day, who's living your life? Is it society or is it you? And that was a redundant question, but it's you, man. So you gotta take control. Take control. Just live. I don't know when this thing's gonna die, so I really don't know, but I like these long form ones where I can just brain dump. It's kind of therapeutic for me, to be honest. It helps me ground myself. Yeah, never been out these parts, to be honest. Realistically, I have no clue where I'm going, but you know, I guess that's the beauty of it sometimes. That's an adage to life. You don't know where you're going all the time, but just go somewhere. You never know what might be laying in front of you. Because, for instance, even the music, I had no idea that I would end up at this point. Even initially, I had no idea that just maxing it in a sense and just submitting a portfolio to somebody that I liked would result in a life-changing experience. No clue. So you don't always have to see. Here's the thing. Shoot far in the sense that even in this instance, let's say that that red car all the way down there, that's where I want to get. I can have that in mind and not know all the specific minute bumps along the way. I didn't know there was a stop sign here, but you're still aiming there, so I think that's the approach that we have to use, you know. We want to get to a location, a destination, so just aim towards it and be willing to adapt yourself to handle the nooks and crannies and the unexpecteds. That's pretty much it. That's how you get life to reward you with what you want. I have this dream of going back home and developing a home into something better, you know. That's my dream, to carry on the legacy of my late grandfather. That's what gives me drive. So I have that all the way in the future. I don't know what the hell is in the middle. I don't even know what tomorrow brings, right? But I know I'm aiming there, so, and I have faith in God that He'll guide me through to do the things that will bring me to that point. So that's all I think you really need. And I guess I can serve as a testament to that, because I'll keep posting and you'll see my progression as time goes on. Damn, he's not game. Oh, Gusta. I love like modular, they're not like the modern, it's not Bauhaus. Bauhaus is more like stucco, just plain, but yeah, I like the modern houses. It's nice. Where the hell am I? Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I am. Okay. Conestoga. Steels? Wait. Oh, I went south. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Alright, let's go right. Let's go this way. But yeah, you don't have to know what tomorrow brings, man. You really don't. All you have to do is make sure that you keep in mind the location that you want to end up. That's your main prerogative that you have to maintain. Just keep that in mind and keep it in sight. Don't take your eyes off of it. But if you take your eyes off of it, you might stray left, you might stray, I was right. But you might stray, and it'll take you longer to get there. Granted, there are things that are going to happen along the way, like if there's a divot and it turns into a mountain that you have to climb, that's just the way it is. But just keep it in mind, keep focusing. Yeah, I really have no clue where I am, so my battery's not gonna last long enough for me to get home, but I will take y'all along for as long as it allows me. Premium outlets? Ugh. What the heck am I? Balenci. Oh, I didn't know this was here. Wait. Toronto... Halton Hills. Oh. I see. Yeah, bro. It's in every description of my video, and I will emphasize it as many times as I need to. Life's too short to live your life on someone else's terms. So live it on yours. I'm gonna see where I am. Hold up. Yeah. Alright. Sounds good. I gotta go. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, I gotta go This way. Whoop. Yeah, man. That's the theme of my life. That's gonna be the theme of my life. And when I say max it, I don't mean like sabotage yourself. I do not mean that at all. To max it, do the things, do it within reason, you know. I'm not telling you if you hate your job right now and you have zero savings to go quit and just pursue something. I'm not saying that. You could. Do I recommend it? I did it. So I can't really be a hypocrite and say don't, but figure out if it's for you. Let's say that, okay? That's what you gotta do. And make that decision consulting yourself extensively. I can't believe I just started off in a second. I'm a scumbag. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know how much time I have left with y'all. I really don't. But these Instant 360s, the battery runs down very quickly when you're recording 60 FPS. So not ideal, but it's good quality. So I'll take it. Wait, I forgot the road I'm supposed to turn on. That guy is zooming. What the hell is he on? Oh, it's an e-bike. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I shall serve as an example for y'all. I don't trust you. I shall serve as an example. I'll do the things. I'll take the risks, the leaps. Like, I wish I had integrated it a little bit better into a video, but I went to Jamaica. I was hoping to kind of be like, oh, you know what? I'm maxing it. Let me go to Jamaica. And yeah, it didn't happen that way. But one of these times when I do that again, I'll kind of make I'll integrate it a bit better into a video or something. But small things like that, maybe you can live maxing through me, and hopefully that gives you confidence and courage to do something and step out of your comfort zone. Because I'm a guy, oh bruh, you don't understand. If I would be okay, well, this is because, you know, do I even say it on here? I guess I'm diagnosed ASD, okay? So, but if you give me something like, okay, if you give me shawarma every single day as a comfort food, what can I say? I'll clean your shoes. That's bread and butter, right? So I'm a guy that enjoys rigidity and having something stable and comfortable. I hate the unknown. absolutely despise it because I'm like, I don't know what's happening next. And I'm always in a state of anxiety. But what I found is that through that anxiety, or in that anxiety, lives the life that you want for yourself. So I'm kind of caught in an impasse fighting myself where I'm doing the things that I kind of need to do to break myself out of my comfort zone. But on the other hand, it kills me because it's too much unexpected. But some sacrifices that you have to make if you want to live life in a specific way, or the way that you dream of living. And this is one of them. So it hurts, but it's necessary. Alright, so all that to say, do things, or get a good, a mental map, a good mental map of yourself and how you function, and figure out your triggers, your strengths, your weaknesses. Everything, right? And use them to serve you as what would you say? Use them to serve you as you go on your path, and as you trudge forward to your intended destination, or your desired destination. Because even though I like rigidity, I know that I do, so I incorporate rigidity into the unexpected. So if I'm like struggling, I'll be eating shawarma. That's it. I know what I need in the moment, so I assist myself in handling the difficult aspects with something that I know that grounds me and gives me strength to persevere. So you gotta deep dive and figure those things out for yourself. And I think I'll do good, man. You have it in you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it resonates with you, like, nothing's stopping you, man. Nothing's stopping you at all. But I think that's all I got, to be honest. I'm gonna make the rest of this trek home, but that's all I got. Wait, didn't I just pass these guys? I'm going back in the same direction. Wait!